Hello, my name is Justin. I am an information technology student, and this video is for my class Linux Administrator 2. This video will go over a bash script that I have compiled for my class's final project. The script is meant to harden the security of a Linux system, particularly CentOS. Let's go over it, and I'll explain each part of the script, what the commands do, and delve into their purpose. I have the script sectioned into 9 parts in order to help keep it organized. So let's start off with number 1, disable root login. It is to lock out or deactivate the root user account. Since having the root account active can be a security issue, disabling it just makes things harder for any bad actor that could want to infiltrate your system. The usermod-s command basically removes the root user's shell access so it cannot be used. The sed command is to edit the text file sshd-config to deactivate the root account. The sshd is then reloaded and the root account is no longer available. On to number 2, system update. This one is simple. It essentially updates the operating system and cleans up any unnecessary files. Not much to this one, but simple can be good. Now, number 3, firewall basic configuration. It enables and configures the firewall D service. The add port commands allow specific ports through the firewall. In this case, ports 22 and 443, which are SSH and HTTPS respectively, are allowed through. The firewall D is now configured and the system is a little more secure. On to number 4, disable unused services. It is to stop and disable any services that can be a security issue, like Common Unix Printing System or CUPS. Since it can be unneeded, it is generally recommended to be kept turned off. So this disables all those pesky services that are either unsecure or just not required. Now on to number 5, secure password settings. It may look long, but it is not too complicated. The variables set the range for password policies, in this case, the amount of characters required, maximum and minimum age, and a password expiration warning. The for user command takes the variables that have been set and applies them. Now, number 6, log for critical files. It is to create a log that monitors any changes made to important files. It does this by installing the audit package, which contains the audit daemon and allows it to run when the system boots. The audit command then creates a logging file called user-modify for the syslog and password files. A new user is then made called test user, and this tests to see that the critical files have been modified. Now on to number 7, secure file permissions. It is to restrict file permissions to sensitive directories. For example, the /var/log/bootlog, which is a log for the boot up sequence of the system. The chmod command is used to modify the permissions of the directory to control who has access to it. The 644 indicates that the file owner is able to read and write on the file, but every other user can only read the file. On to number 8, configure fail to ban service. This installs fail to ban, which is an intrusion prevention system, or IPS. It is used to monitor and eliminate potential threats to the system. It also enables and configures the jail service, which is used to monitor specific services and what to do when a threat is detected. The SSHD jail is configured to be enabled. It monitors ports 22, which is SSH. It uses the default log path for SSH. It bans the IP address after 5 login attempts and bans the IP address for 86,400 seconds, or 24 hours. Now, finally, number 9, disable automatic mounting of removable media. This section disables the use of automatic mounting of removable media like USB. The directory is then made for local.d if it does not already exist. The configuration file is then created and sets auto mount to false, thus disabling it. The dconf is then updated to apply the changes made. Well, that's all I have today. I hope this script can be used as a solid baseline to help secure your Linux system. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.